Okay, Shun Zhao. Shun Zhao is our next competitor. There you go. Hi, Shun.
Hi.
Where
Hi.
are you based?
I'm in Vancouver right now.
Oh, excellent. That you're, I think, the second person from BC. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear me clearly?
absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, fellow participants, my name is Sean, and currently at in a high school student from Vancouver, Canada. And I'm incredibly excited and honored to be part of the Global Youth Challenge 2025. As I began my speech on AI sustainability, I'd like to share a personal anecdote. I remember when I was about 10 years old, standing on a stool in my grandma's kitchen, confident, confidently replacing butter with margarine to bake cookies. It is healthier, I proudly declared. But once finished baking, we eagerly took a bite and only to spit it out. The cookies tasted so wrong. That day taught me a humbling lesson. Quick fixes and substitutes often have unintended consequences. Today, as I explore artificial intelligence and sustainability, that lesson remains more relevant than ever. Many view AI as the silver bullet to solve climate change, a high-tech fix offering seemingly effortless ways to address the problem. Indeed, AI offers incredible potential. It helps farmers conserve water, enables cities to lower emissions, and empowers communities to anticipate environmental threats. So in high school, inspired by this potential, I collaborated with classmates on a modest AI project analyzing our school's weekly electricity consumption data to suggest simple, actionable ways to save energy. Even though our results were small, it felt rewarding to practically contribute to sustainability, demonstrating how innovation, even at a basic level, can encourage meaningful change. However, just as margarine couldn't replace my grandma's butter, AI cannot replace human insight, ethics, or responsibility. Technology amplifies our efforts, but genuine wisdom is a product and extension of our humanity. Recently, in my chemistry class, I learned that margarine contains trans fats, now known to pose significant health risks. This new insight reinforced the lesson I learned. Promising innovations can have hidden consequences discovered only through ongoing scrutiny. Similarly, we must approach AI carefully, continually evaluating its impacts on our world. As young innovators at GYC 2025, we have the power and responsibility to use AI wisely, combining technological capabilities with careful reflection. By striking the right balance, we can build a future where technology and nature thrive together. This is the future I believe in, and it is the future I'm committed to building. Um, One thoughtful innovation at a time. Thank you.
Very, very thoughtful, Shun. Thank you so much. Your reference to cookies made me hungry. Also, so I want to remind everyone we're hoping to fi finish up today in about 20 minutes. And we have so that would be noon here Eastern time in Canada. But we have one more presentation after this. Um, just to let everyone know that I think we're going to finish reasonably close to the time we anticipated. Professor Telix, Nached, you have a question for Shun.
Yes, I do. Yeah, Sean, thank you very much for your presentation. We've drawn our attention on the right balance that we need to strike between trying to use AI to provide a sustainable world. My question to you is morely from an ethical perspective. So where do you put ethics in the middle of all this? What's your perspective on that? You're muted.
You're muted, Shun. You're muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor. That's such an important question. Yeah, I think ethics is really at the center of everything when it comes to AI and sustainability. Because like we can build the most powerful AI system in the world, but if it's not guided by the right values, it can still do a lot of harm. I think for me, ethics is kind of like the steering wheel. It doesn't slow down innovation. It just helps make sure that we are actually headed somewhere we wanted to go. And it shows up in small decisions too. Like what kind of data do we train our models on? Who gets access to the tech? Who's left off? And those questions aren't just technical. They're deeply human. So yeah, I think ethics shouldn't be this separate thing. It should be built in from the start, not an afterthought, but a foundation. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about what we can build with AI. It's about why we build it and who is really helping. Thank you.
Thank you. I really like the word, the foundation. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I really like the questions you ask yourself about AI. Preeti Raman, I'm sure you have a good question for Shun Zhao.
Shun, hi, great presentation. I'm going to actually build off of both what Professor Telix just asked you and your essay. So in your essay, you ask a lot of questions. So you ask questions like who controls these systems, and if AI algorithms determine environmental policies, how do we ensure fairness? So I'm hoping that you answer those questions in a way. So if AI algorithms, like you just mentioned, use data, and I'm thinking when I talk about data, like air quality measurements, climate records, satellite images of deforestation, energy consumption stats, all of those to shape environmental policies. Who decides which data sets get used and how they are interpreted? And how do you actually make sure that that data is like accurate, up to date, and not biased?
Thank you so much, Professor Raman. That means a lot. And yeah, I'm really glad that you brought it up. Because those questions I ask in the essay, they're not just like really general. I've spent a lot of time actually sitting with them. So if we are talking about AI algorithm influencing environmental policy or any policy, really, I think that the first step is transparency. People need to know how is the system making decisions. What kind of data is it trained on, and who actually built it, and what assumptions went into that. And then accountability. There has to be a way to challenge or review the decisions made by AI. We cannot just say, "Oh, that's what the algorithm said," and move on. Also, I think public voices has to be a part of the process. Like these systems shouldn't just to be built in private labs and drop into society. There should be public consultations, especially with communities most impacted by environmental issues. So I guess my answer to those questions is AI can guide policy, but humans have to shape the values, and fairness doesn't come from the code. It comes from who is writing the code and why. Those questions don't have easy answers, I think, but I think asking them out loud is the first step to getting it right. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.